Hello, everyone. Welcome in. A second arrest made in an Atmore shooting, details on canceled Mardi Gras parades, and an upcoming concert gets a venue change. All of that and more coming up on News 5 Now.
Brought to you by Green and Phillips Injury Lawyers, covering news from your neighborhood and around the world. News 5 Now starts right now.
Hello, everyone. Welcome in. I'm Catherine Brook, and you're watching News 5 Now, where we'll have your big stories, the question of the day, and the poll results. And so, without further ado, let's go ahead with our top 5 big stories of the hour. Alrighty. So with number 5, the Alabama House of Representatives have passed the Child Predator Death Penalty Act. This bill will make sexual torture, rape, and sodomy in the first degree punishable by the death penalty if the victim is less than 12 years old. If offenders are sentenced to life in prison, they would have to serve a minimum of 30 years before being considered for parole. The bill was sponsored by Representative Matt Simpson of Daphne. Some Democratic lawmakers argue the law has already been blocked by the Supreme Court in other cases. The bill now heads to the Senate for a committee vote. And with number 4, the fishing pier at Gulf State Park has reopened after temporarily closing due to freezing temperatures. Officials had to close the popular fishing spot due to the cold weather on Monday and Tuesday, but it reopened this morning once temperatures rose above freezing. The outside bathrooms at Lake Shelby have also been reopened. And with number 3, due to expected cold weather on Friday night, the Free Senior Bowl concert has been moved indoors. Muscadine Bloodline was rescheduled to perform at Mardi Gras Park, but will now play at the Soul Kitchen on Dauphin Street. It's first come, first serve. Doors open at 6 with the concert starting at 8:30. And with number 2, Mardi Gras parades are being canceled along the Gulf Coast. The Order of Rascals parade, originally scheduled to roll Saturday in Alberta, has now been canceled due to the weather. Because of logistics, it will not be rescheduled. The organization has been around since 2024, but this year was supposed to be their first parade, taking over Mardi Gras celebrations in Alberta. Officials with the Mystic Crew of Salty Paws say that they also decided to cancel this year's parade because of the freezing temperatures as well. The annual pet parade was supposed to be held Saturday afternoon on Dauphin Island. And over in Okaloosa County, Crestview's Mardi Gras parade has also been rescheduled due to weather. This parade was set to roll on Saturday, but it was moved to Saturday, March 7th. Registrations have been extended to March 3rd to enter in the car show and the parade. And with number 1, a News 5 update. Atmore police say a second suspect accused in a shooting on Martin Luther King Jr. Day is now in custody. Tobijah Crenshaw was arrested today after a traffic stop and is charged with 2 counts of murder. This comes after his brother Nathaniel Crenshaw turned himself in at the Escambia County Detention Center. He is also charged with 2 counts of attempted murder. The shooting happened last Monday after a MLK Day block party in the area of Ashley Street and Carver Avenue. Police say over 30 rounds were fired and 2 people were hit. Thankfully, they had minor injuries. Officials say more arrests are expected. And that is our 5 big stories of the hour. And once again, welcome in. And it is Wednesday. We're halfway through the week, so we're getting there. We're almost close to Friday. And it is unfortunate that a lot of parades were canceled due to the cold weather out there. And it is extremely cold, so make sure you are all bundled up. I mean, I'm from outside of the Virginia area, outside D.C., and I mean, I feel now that I've been here for over a year or so, I'm like, now I have that blood where I'm like, I just want the heat. I cannot stand the cold anymore. But I'd rather have the cold than the snow, personally. But let's go ahead and let's go with our Facebook poll. Or not Facebook poll, sorry, our question of the day, shall I say. So who are you most excited to see play in the Senior Bowl? Personally, me, Zion Young with Missouri. He has a great personality and also plays great defense on the field as well. And it's also a shame that, no West Virginia players are playing, I think. I went to West Virginia University. I would love to see some West Virginia people come. But let's see what you guys have to say. Let's go ahead. Diggs, Lee Hunter. That's what Penny said. William Watson. Senior Bowl, I went to the first one and the one other. Gonna be too cold. Yeah, it's gonna be a cold weekend. Nazimir, I hope I'm saying that right. And too cold. So a lot of people are saying it's the cold weather. Lee and Lacey, my son, the greatest Lee Hunter Mobile native. That's awesome, Shirley. Lee Hunter. A lot of people are saying Lee Hunter. So this is some local Mobile representation. Love that. Texas Tech, number 2, Lee Hunter. All right, awesome. Yeah. And I'm really excited for the Senior Bowl as well. Thank you guys for joining in for the question of the day. But yeah, I mean, that's awesome. That's also representing colleges throughout the entire U.S. I think that's super cool. But let's go ahead with our poll. So our poll was, will you watch the last episode of the Late Night Show with Stephen Colbert? So 62% of you guys said yes, and 38% of you guys said no. Personally, I don't really get time to watch because I work at night. So I may see it on the TV on CBS, while I'm working here. But yeah, so 62% of you guys said yes. Again, 38% of you guys said no. And thank you guys so much for voting in our poll and answering our question of the day. And with further ado, you can follow WKRG News 5 on Facebook to be notified when News 5 Now streams live every weeknight at 5:30. And so our poll and our question of the day is up there right now. And so our next question of the day for tomorrow is, what is your favorite event in the Winter Olympics? There is so many different events in the Winter Olympics. Even with the Summer Olympics, I feel like every time I turn it on, it's like a new sport that I didn't know was on the Olympics. But personally, me, I always loved watching ice skating growing up, and I'm super excited to watch ice skating this year. The tricks they do on that skate, on that it's amazing. And I love watching the performances. They're so creative. I'm really, really excited for that. Same with snowboarding as well. I don't know why, but I love the snowboarding tricks and the ski tricks and everything like that, where they jump. But whatever you guys have to say, we're already posting that. So you go ahead and answer that question and vote in our next Facebook poll. And so it is, are you a night owl or an early bird? Personally, I am an early bird, but I work a later shift, so I had to change that. But I like waking up in the morning and getting my day done. But my boyfriend, he's a big night owl. He can stay up all night. Just personally, I couldn't do it. I get too tired. I want to get into bed, you know what I mean? But what do you guys have to say? So go ahead and vote in our poll. Are you a night owl or an early bird? And we'll be right back here again to share those results tomorrow. And in the meantime, we're just minutes away from WKRG News 5 at 6. So turn on your TV and make sure to tune in. We'll also be on Gulf Coast CW News at 9 on our sister station. And then we'll be right back at WKRG News 5 for 10 o'clock. So make sure to watch. Thank you.
Covering news from your neighborhood and around the world. You are watching News 5 Now, brought to you by Green & Phillips Injury Lawyers.
In the courtroom, the judge knows best, and this judge does too. If you've been hurt in a wreck, you need a law firm that knows the system and how it works. I'm attorney David Green. Call or come by anytime. You never need an appointment.